What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio Shout. And as always, I got my podcast partner in the building with me, OG Gangsta Wicked, a Ghetto Mafia.
Yes, sir. Hey, B-Hop, man, we got a lot of serious stuff to talk about today.
Yeah, we do.
But I want you to know and understand this. You are, let me get it out. Let me get it out. You are to sit here. We allowed you to sit at the table with OGs. You're not an OG B9 until you're over 40. You're 39 years old. I do not want to hear no mess from you.
Well, see, dog, you call me BG, but in this case, it's the biggest gangster.
I said B-High.
No, I'm the biggest gangster.
Well, I'm in here today with a legend.
That's
Daz.
right. That nigga Daz.
The one and only Daz.
Daz, man, what the hell's going on, boss?
Man, it's a pleasure to be here, to be living, hanging with you brothers today, you know what I'm saying? And, it's a good thing to be living, man. You know?
Absolutely.
That's real. And I mean, speaking of that, we got to get straight to it because on Instagram is how I found out about the passing of, a hip-hop icon, Gangsta Boo, through you and your page, man. So, I mean, how did you find out, and how did it hit you? Because I saw where you had recently just been talking with her as well.
Yeah, my friend Sky had hit me and told me, but then I had heard a message from her that she sent me that night before, like New Year's, and I was playing it like, damn, it kind of fucked me up. It was like when 2pac died to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I know her, it's my friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Pick her up, we smoke weed together, we make money together.
Exactly.
We do all that. I've been knowing her, the Gangsta Boo, for like 25 years when my mom moved to Memphis.
Right.
And we stayed in South Haven, Mississippi. That's just right across the bridge. You know what I'm saying? So, and just devastation, man. I can only just think about good memories and always big her up every time, you know what I'm saying? And,
Did y'all have any music together, or were y'all gonna do any music?
She introduced me to Club Godzilla.
Yeah.
Club God, what a beat king.
We did the song together. She put me on that song with him and her, you know what I'm saying? And that's how we created that whole conversation with Club Godzilla, you know what I'm saying? And, she always brought me in the thing, because I was always bringing her, because she moved to the West, you know what I'm saying? So, and then we moved to Atlanta, man. We moved to Memphis,
Right.
I'm everywhere. Gangsta Boo,
What was she like, though, for people that don't know her? You know her up close and personal. Yeah. I knew her through the industry a little bit. When she was living on the east side of that house, I went a couple of times out there to the crib out there. But for people that don't know her, what was she like, when the cameras and stuff is off? Because she raw when the camera's on.
Fun, energetic, laughing, you know what I'm saying, talking plenty of shit. Her favorite word was mine.
Yeah, man.
So, I hear that a lot, and it was just, a sweet lady, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A legend in the game, you know what I'm saying, and what she did, and you know what I'm saying, just like how Rage, and, we was all, hanging out.
Family.
We heard Corrupt, when the Tina died with Corrupt, we was all there for Corrupt as a family, you know what I'm saying, and Band Am, you know what I'm saying, and just that family type, Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Memphis with the coleslaw on top of the sandwich, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I mean, for you though, Daz, being so close to so many legends and icons, how does it impact you now when you see somebody pass? Is it something that you numb to now, or
it's
does
like
it still
you gotta get your business together?
Yeah.
Everything that I done did right now, I'm doing homework. I'm doing schoolwork.
Yeah.
I'm picking up everything. I'm putting things together for my kids and my future. You know what I'm saying? And from everything in the past, like all our music finna revert back to us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be a business for me and my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All that 2pac, when Snoop do this movie, and everything. All that. Come home to daddy.
Right.
Kids, y'all gonna run it. Y'all old enough to run it. Y'all got an attitude. So that's what you need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kick back and give me my piece.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? And let's continue to do this, and let's license these songs out.
That's right.
I make more money on licensing than I do anything. And I ain't got to rap no more, but I do it for the fun. You know what I'm saying? Just like me and Lil Eazy got an album. You know what I'm saying? Always going back, giving to the legends. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a whole album? I saw that today. Or is that just a single?
It's a single right now, but we got a whole album with 16 songs.
Gotcha.
8 Ball Sipping.
Yeah, 8 Ball Sipping.
Y'all dropped that visual as well, man. And that thing was hard.
That was one thing that a fan dropped.
What?
We finna shoot the video this week.
So what the hell? So the fans just heard the song and got busy?
Yeah, got busy, and everybody, the video, they homie, because me, homie, why we ain't in the video? I'm like, But we finna shoot. It's finna be worldwide, movie time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all that and just bringing it back, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we do, Gangsta Boo now and 2pac and, Nipsey and everybody.
Where y'all gonna shoot the video at, Daz?
California.
Y'all gonna shoot in Cali? Yeah. So if I fly out there and leave B, how can I get a cameo in it?
If we gonna put on a couple of pounds in the bag. Cause you can leave the airport with 2 ounces. Just sit in the room.
I'll be on that show locked up abroad. You don't watch that thing
like Brittany Griner. But I don't blame him.
Dad ain't answering the phone no more.
I'm gonna answer it's legal out there. You can't take it with you. Leave it with me.
Oh man. Now but Daz, you've been going all over the world though, man.
I just came from Taiwan too.
It was going to fuck down in Taiwan, Daz. I saw the video. So what was that like when you think to yourself, I've been here doing my thing, but they going crazy in Taiwan.
And they love West Coast and Southern music down there, you know what I'm saying? It's just we all gotta take the braveness to say, hey, I'm gonna go down here and go get what I'm gonna get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come back home, relax, you know what I'm saying? But they love it, you know what I'm saying? I went down there and rocked for almost 40,000 people by myself, me and Lil Eazy.
My God.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you get your Tahitian treat?
I didn't do that. I know what you're talking about. That little green stuff they put in their mouth. This one dude did that. He was sweating like he was I was like, And then I put it on Instagram and they blocked me.
Yeah, real?
Yeah.
Damn.
But drugs or something, I'm like, but hey, it's crazy over there, but it's fun though, you know what I'm saying?
Was you expecting them to be acting a fool when you hit that stage out there, though, Daz? Because they were cutting up.
They was dancing. We had all our shirts and, it was just like the whole crowd, you know what I'm saying? People got our signature tattooed on them and shit, you know what I mean? It was just lovely, and we do this every summer and we do this every winter.
Okay.
Because I got DPG Taiwan, so got a label out there with some important top-notch mafia. So I just go and kick back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's my job, producing. That's what I did. That's what I do all over here. I make people careers. You know what I'm saying? Every artist that ever rap was my artist.
Yeah.
2pac on down, Snoop, everybody.
What was it like to work, man, with Snoop and then from Snoop to 2pac as far as like being in the studio? What's the differences between them, and what are some of the things that they have in common? When you can say, you know what, Snoop would have said that same thing or would have did it this way, or say, you know what, Pop, Snoop would have did this way, or
really I just let him do it because it's more smooth. He just Snoop the Macadamian.
Okay.
2pac was real hardcore, and that's when I did 2 of America's Most Wanted. I had 2pac in there first. He was gonna do all 3 verses. And then Snoop walked in the building.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, bam, there it go right there. 2 of America's Most Wanted, because I already had the hook, the beat, and everything. 60% of the song is mine.
Right.
My God.
You know what I'm saying? So just putting music together, and I could hear people on my music, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I go get them. But now I just kick back and let them sample.
Right.
Get half.
Take them to the house.
And then get back.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer rapping or the producing side? Which one brings you the most joy?
Shit, 50-50.
It's 50-50?
Yeah, because you're getting 50-50 other songs.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying as far as like, some
rapping with my peers, I love that. But me making the music is what I love because it's feeling, it's emotion. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I make music to how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Old gospel songs. Because my mother, she wrote songs for Bobby Blue Bland, James Cleveland, Dr. Mattie Moss Clark. She did songs with all these people, you know what I'm saying? And these are songs that I own now that have reverted back to me, to my mom. So now I own all these old school classics.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And sampling them, and you know what I'm saying? And that's the way I want my kids to do my music.
Yeah.
Because I got a lot of music. I just gotta figure out what I got.
I gotta do one with you, man, before I get up out there. You know what I mean?
I've lovely. I love doing classic music.
Yeah.
Because the music we do timeless.
Absolutely. Your mother, I think my a friend of mine had told me that your mother was an evangelist.
Yeah, evangelist.
My mother was also.
They probably went to church together.
Well,
she went out there with Pastor Troy's parents.
Oh, really?
And my mom was all around here from Memphis to Atlanta. Because my mom from Mississippi, Magnolia, Mississippi.
Okay.
My dad from New Orleans. But I'm from California, but I always migrated. And
Exactly.
Been in the South. That's why my music always sounded like I was from the South.
That's right.
With the boom, you know.
Right.
I started off DJing first, and then I started making beats.
Did you grow up in the church? So that's why a lot of your
all day,
and you can hear it in your music, Daz. You can hear it in your music. Believe it or not, it has a soul, it has a feel to it that you know when you hear something, you be like, I could tell Daz, produced
and
that.
My mom played the piano, and she was a school teacher. So I had it both ways, going to revivals every day.
Wow.
I went to church every day.
Every day. And I did too. So that, that's what makes us.
That's what makes us.
He needed to go. He skipped a couple of.
It didn't work with you when you went to church.
He was in the back sleep, Dad. You know what I'm saying?
I'm back there praying, reading my Bibles. But Dad's 30 years, man. We just hit the 30-year anniversary since the Chronic dropped.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel when you realized 30 years done passed in this thing, man?
I started looking at a lot of old videos, like, man, and I still look the same.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it like, I got a lot of more work to do.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole new generation out here. And from then, there, and now is where we got to mold the young kids after looking at Master P and Romeo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, get the kids ready because, they feel like they entitled to what we got.
Right.
But you got it easy.
Yeah.
You ain't paying no rent. Rent 13, 14, 16, 26, 13,000.
Right.
My house is paid for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only paying the property taxes. That's the difference that I be telling all my homeboys who be rapping and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can only you get a piece of money, you go on tour, you all that, but you only gonna look at the money for 72 hours.
Yeah.
Let me look at it for 72 hours.
Wow.
This day, that day, it's gone. Bam.
It's gone.
Now you got to redo everything. You got to jump the ship, get bit by a shark, bit by alligator, and do this every day till you get that money again.
Come on.
Me, I save all my, I got it all. I'm only paying $2,300 a year to live in my house out here in Atlanta, Georgia, Mississippi,
That's right.
Memphis, Miami. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing construction out here.
That's
Going
right.
to the court building, learning the laws out here. New laws passed this year. You know what I'm saying? Just got to be up on the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Georgia, they got a TAC, low TAC card, which half the people in Atlanta ain't even got. I do.
Now, what is that? What you mean by the THC card? Because I ain't hip to it.
A low THC card.
What is that?
It's I got it on me.
Uh-oh. I mean, can I send behind the store and buy stuff with it? I mean,
I don't go. Why?
You get caught with some marijuana or something out here, and this is card that's gonna get you.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? A low THC card from the health department.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
need to talk to you
so
I
you
can
have up to 20 ounces of fluid marijuana, which is oil.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
gotta
you have
get
to know
me
what
one
the
now.
laws is.
Yeah.
Come on, Brian.
I'm ready to go.
Hurry up with the laws.
Yeah, I'm
Come
ready to
on
go.
with it.
Hey, Daz, I wanted to ask you something that's being an OG.
Yeah.
After Boo's passing,
Yes.
me and B-How was talking yesterday about mental health with hip hop artists.
Yeah.
A lot of artists are too ashamed to even talk about it, or just too proud to. I don't want to be the one to jump out of there.
What make
Now,
you go to mental health?
This is different things. One, being up in clubs all night, times a night.
Yeah.
Artists get insomnia from that. You run in the streets all night. It brings on sex addiction, alcoholism, drug addiction, insomnia, can't sleep, overall sense of just like, if I fall, I'm gonna have to go back and see there's a lot of the same people that I passed coming up. Stress. A lot of stuff comes from the rap game. I tell people all the time, you sure you want to be a rapper? So you see the good side of it, but you don't see when I can't go to sleep
sell
at
your
night.
TV for your rap stuff, or your computers and everything else for you to
Right.
promote yourself, or you know what I mean? That's
Absolutely.
It's a sacrifice.
Absolutely.
And time and stress and all that. It's like sometimes I just close my eyes and say, don't even open them. Go to sleep when I fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? I go to bed early because I really like getting my sleep.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you get a little older in the game and all that, sleep feels good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Especially when the heater on now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this rap game has stressed you out financially. because you trying to outball your pockets,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I mean, and promoting. And if you independent, then it's really every dime and dollar gone. You know what I'm saying? And then time, and then you're dealing with the record companies, and then it's just a bunch of stress now. But it's like they say, what, 300,000 rappers come out a day on Spotify?
Wow.
So it's like, you know, but just make sure all your business is in order, and then you can not be stressful, because I'm not gonna stress about nothing.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Well, I've seen artists that I've seen the transformation of artists. I've known artists that are well known now, but wasn't well known at first because I got out there first. And I've seen from when they first came in how happy and stuff they were. I'm talking about clean. You know, I ain't started alcoholism yet. I ain't started. You know, I ain't really had no women because they wasn't famous yet. You know? Then now they getting women. They can get free alcohol. They can get all the drugs they want. And I don't see the deterioration of artists over the years that are famous.
One day you're here. You go.
Come on, man.
Pimp C told you straight up.
Exactly. Now, I saw back in December with DJ Quik, and he wasn't starting nothing, but he just said, hey, man, I feel like I should have the same respect on my name as Dr. Dre has.
Man, DJ Quik is dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I give it up to DJ Quik every day, all day. I had to even mix my stuff.
Come on.
You know what I mean? I'm not ashamed to say it. You know what I'm saying? That's my homeboy. And, he right up there. He's technical, he's the same, you know what I'm saying? But it's just about, Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, with that being said, now, you and DJ Quik are just two of the premier producers that came up out of Death Row in the shadow of Dre. And the stuff that y'all did was ridiculous.
Yeah.
What kind of man is Dr. Dre for his shadow to loom that large to shade a DJ Quik and a Daz and the other producers that was over there going crazy?
Man, once you make your beats how you make them, your music how you make them, and you can mix them. But when Dr. Dre touched that shit, it's a whole nother song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a whole nother song from the kick. You know what I'm saying? And all that. I just looked at the remedy. I just been a student. You know what I'm saying? Like I was the second student of Dr. Dre, so I just listened. And I mold my music after that, you know what I'm saying? Just like if you got a kick right here, you take all the highs out and turn it up some more. Then you get that other kick, and that's when you're going to get the boom. You know what I'm saying? With the light kick. So you mix them two together, and then you got, you know what I'm saying? And bring it down a little bit, and then put it back up and make sure it runs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's coming with techniques. I know quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to get buying them from the store and they break.
Right.
Take it back to the dollar store. Go back to Walmart. Or go back to Target. Or go to the mall.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Come on.
So that depends on what you want to buy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like y'all got the respect that y'all deserve from the hits? Because when you talk about America's, two of America's most wanted right there, 2pac classic, you see what I'm saying? Ambitious as a rider, 2pac classic. I mean, even DJ Quik made me want to be from the CPT as a little southern boy a little bit down here, because he had tonight some of my favorite jams too as well.
Yeah.
What is that like? Does that, because see, that's what we were talking about yesterday. When we talked about the stress part and stuff like that. Does that affect you mentally? Do you ever feel like, hey, I ain't getting the respect that I deserve for the work that I did, and I know I did some classic shit as well, or do you even care, Dad?
Nah, I just look at my statement and it's just going to tell me what I need to, I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I did that work, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm with you.
This is the outcome of it all. As long as that's right, it's all good. Because I hear it on the radio all the time. As long as my people give me my props, and you know what I'm saying? And my mother gave me my props before she died. I'm all to the good.
That's
you know
real.
what I'm saying? As long as I know, you know what I mean?
Well, I wanted to to ask you about one of my favorite rappers of all time. I feel like if this guy right here wouldn't have been in a car accident in, I think, 94, 95, somewhere around in there, I think he would have been probably one of the greatest. His name is the D.O.C.
Tracy.
Yes. Talk to me about him. I had to enlighten Beehive on Doc. Talk to me about him. How do you feel like I feel, and a lot of people feel like that had not been for that accident, that we may have been looking at one of the greatest.
Yeah, another album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Doc lived with us. You know, when the Chronic album was going on, he had moved out of his spot and moved in our spot, but he wanted us to help him with us move his stuff out of there.
Right.
But he was throwing stuff out.
Okay.
So he threw out an NWA gold album 100 miles and running in the trash. Me, being little, I jumped in the trash. I got that album on my wall right now. And I done had that album since 1992.
Right.
When he threw it in the trash and put it on my wall, I got the 100 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
You know, album on the wall, and I always call him and tell him, "No, I got your album." He like, "Yeah, I got you." But we used to have, when I first got to, you know, after Snoop got us in and all that, I had to go in the room and rap for Doc, just me and him by myself. In the one bedroom apartment in Dog Pound, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Came out like, yeah, bam, and it was on from then on. And he just critiqued everything that we did. You know what I'm saying? That this is good, that's not good. This how you write the songs, the 16 bar, all that. We learned all what we learned from Doc.
Wow. Did y'all produce on certain records together also?
D.O.C?
Yeah, you and Doc. Oh, right on records.
You know, like being on records like the Chronic album, just mainly the Chronic album. After the Chronic album and a little bit of Doggy Style album, the Doc, he bailed out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you think about that team, man, everybody is just, if we was playing a video game, there'd be over the 90 percentile in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was going on with a lot of camps back during that time in hip-hop. We don't see teams and conglomerates of brothers that's getting together with everybody that get a 90 overall quality score. I say that to say, do you think hip-hop is dead and dying?
No, because we still here. The forefathers is here. We still got a tongue. We still can have freedom of speech to say what we want to say, and you know what I'm saying? It's just about you picking up the microphone and making it happen. And it's a lot of avenues and ways of putting records out nowadays. You don't need no record company. You can hit a button. You know what I'm saying? But just the 90s era, we all used to not be cool sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But now we all cool. Bone Thugs and Harmony, we hang out, you know what I'm saying? Nas and Wu-Tang, you know, I'm all over the world, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there with Capone in New York, you know what I'm saying? Texas.
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm everywhere, you know what I'm saying? They just give me all love because I give them love, you know what I'm saying? And I can go everywhere by myself, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, we all show each other love now because this time of age, a lot of people was leaving.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And you got to give them flowers, tell them you love them now, you know what I'm saying? The whole nine, you know. It just, I think about, like, when I was at home today, I was thinking like, you know, it's kind of fucked up, but it's real life there, you know, like one day we all got to go.
Right.
Don't know how and how we going to do it, and you know, just long as I stay listening to a lot of gospel music every day. I hardly even listen to rap.
Right.
I try to keep my soul on
Pure.
one accord. You know what I'm saying? With that song by Keith Pringle, Perfect Peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just, you know, not think about that. And that's what keep me unstressed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I try to stay in one accord and, you know, stay to myself. You know what I'm saying? I hang with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I only hang with family members and people that I know and stuff like this, and people that I do know. I be in the store and they like, man, you look like that. You know what? And then I tell you got your phone, let's take that picture. You know what I'm saying? I pump them up.
Right,
you know
exactly. Look at it.
And they like, bam, you know, it's cool. And I see them again, you know what I'm saying? It's you know, just about making people day. Like, man, you made my day. I say, hey, man, you made my day by smiling. You know what I'm saying? I could have been in a messed up day. Messed up people can make you have a great day. I tell all my homeboys, smile.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't it feel good to smile?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? God damn.
Right. Right.
I'm going to hit you with that question, too, in a different way. Death Row, 10 legendary artists. Dungeon Family, 10 legendary artists. Wu-Tang Clan, 10 legendary artists.
Yeah.
Now, as a group, everybody was fire as hell, but you knew that those 10 folks would spread out and keep the legacy going.
Most definitely.
I don't see no Death Row. I don't see no Dungeon Family. I don't see no Wu-Tang Clan. I'm seeing one guy over here doing a little something, and he got some partners that he trying to bring it to the game with him. I'm seeing a few other partners doing it, but I don't see teams and collectives of creatives.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I know a bunch of gangsters getting together and having a good time, but I'm talking about a bunch of creative gangsters.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They can get together and jam.
Yeah, because I hang with the Dungeon Family with Ray, Brown,
Yeah.
Big Boy, all that, the stank on it, you know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
sir.
The Coalition DJs I hang with. Method
Come
Man,
on.
Red Man just hit me the other day.
Come on.
Asking for the booking as we're going to hit the road together, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? And just everyone, you know, it's crews, you know what I'm saying, from back then, but we don't see that now.
Do you think they're going to pick it up? Do you think that art form will get back to where folks is pushing the line for it, because right now folks are just kind of riding off of what y'all created, and they're like, hey man, we just gonna do what we do, come in here,
remake the song again.
Come on, do a little
two-step. Remake the song, but you know, it's just got to get in that creative space. You know what I'm saying? It's about the streaming and all that, because that really cut us down.
Yeah,
right.
The streaming, they really go on and fuck you with the streaming, you know what I'm saying? Because they were talking about the DSP cost this much and this and that, so we're going to have to step to it. Because, you know, it was $10 a unit back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But now, I'm still living on some of that $10 a unit. You know what I'm saying?
I with you.
But the streaming and all that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I just make all my money licensing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A license fee, especially when you're the producer and the rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just go on and kick back. You know what I'm saying? I told my kids, the Ambitious of a Rider gonna play y'all forever. You know what I mean?
You damn right it is.
Hey.
What is it like with your kids though too? Because you mentioned P and Romeo earlier, man. What is it like having kids and saying, "Hey, man, y'all need to be ready to take over some stuff," and trying to get them to understand exactly what they got at their
All my
fingertips?
kids know financial. They know about that money. They know what it do, how it do. You know what I'm saying? I teach them how to do it because I show them myself when I'm going doing shows, and they're like, "Daddy, who's this white man?" I'm in the picture with you. I said, "Yeah, he the white man gonna be paying them in the bill." They're like, "Oh, okay, he want to do an interview," all the other type of stuff. So you know, and then I teach them all that, and then you know, I say the same way you try to get them ching ching them coins on the TV.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta do your business. You know what I'm saying? So
Come on.
they learn that, and then my older kids, they know the business. You know what I'm saying? Because they all got jobs. They not just working place. They managers and you know helping, you know, doing all that type of stuff. So they know the business.
Okay.
And plus, if they don't do what I ask them to do, they ain't gonna get no money. You know what I mean? I need that room cleaned up every day. Come on. Anytime I come in the room and some shit on the floor, it goes, you know, it goes in the trash. Right?
Come on.
There's a deduction.
Yeah. Everything. So go on and get it up. Y'all want to make some money, right?
Right.
Now we're gonna take this thing over here to sports. I mean, last night it was an unfortunate situation on the field to where a young brother was trying to make a tackle, and he looked up Damar Hamlin. He made the tackle. He stood back up after it, and then it's basically looking like he went into cardiac arrest, and they had to get him off the field. The good thing is, right now he's alive. You know, in critical condition at the hospital.
He has a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And I want to say something about this because I watched this show. I don't know, you know, some of y'all may not know it's a show called Undisputed.
That's right.
Me and you are fans of the show because of brother Shannon Sharp.
That's right.
And after what you're talking about when the cardiac arrest. After they took him to the hospital, because this was for y'all that don't know, this was Cincinnati and Buffalo Monday Night Football last night.
That's right.
I want to say in like the second quarter, he tried to make the tackle. He fell out. He stood up. He fell out again. 30 minutes later, took him to the hospital. Well, this morning they suspended the game. That's something that people don't talk about. They suspended the game, which was a great thing by Roger Goodell. He said, "You know what? This young man's life is more important than us finishing a football game."
Yeah.
So they suspended the game. That's one of the first time in history a game has been stopped.
Suspended like
Yes,
that.
they're suspended. So I applaud them for that. But this morning, Skip Bayless, which we had a debate last week about him and Shannon Sharp when it came to Tom Brady.
That's right.
When he dissed Shannon Sharp by saying you jealous of Tom, pretty much all this. Well, this morning he said something that was outrageous. He said he was kind of inquiring about when they were going to play the game, or they should have played the game. And I'm sitting here like there's a brother on life support, and you talking about a football game. To me, Beehive, I feel like had that been any other nationality,
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Exactly. That would have been the last thing that was on Skip Bayless's mind.
Yeah.
I feel like just because it was a 24-year-old brother that looks like all us in this room right here, that didn't matter. Basically, I took it as, damn that, when we going, what about the game? That's how I received it. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know Skip Bayless, but that's how I received it when you ask about a game when a man's life is hanging in the balance.
Well, I hate to be this graphic with it, but it kind of reminds you of the Mandingo fighting on the Django when they was over there fighting Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, I don't give a damn.
That's true.
I hate to say it. You see what I'm saying?
That's Skip Bayless.
Yeah. He ain't give a damn. He like, you know what? Hey, let the games continue. But my thoughts and prayers are with DeMar and his family during this time, man, because it's real in the field. Actually, I had a cousin, his adopted son, he died on a football field making a tackle.
Really?
Like about 10 years ago, Trey. And that shook up our whole family because, I mean, he was full scholarship, ready to go to the college and to the league.
So,
and,
how would you? And I never knew that, B-How. So how would you have felt had a Skip Bayless came out at that particular point and said, "Okay, well, I know, B-How, your nephew died. Well, but what about the game? When is the game going?"
It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And see, that's the thing about it. He don't need to be apologizing to the fans. He need to be apologizing to the family. Yeah. Those are the people that deserve the apology. The folks that are really feeling the pain behind everything.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And I said this to people that, and me and Daz we laughed about this just a minute ago. I said this is equivalent to, one of us have a loved one, on their deathbed, and the whole family is there. And then a friend comes in and say, "Hey, Daz, before I go, can I get that $25 you owe me?" You'll be like, what?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Man, you might get a chair across your head or something like that at that particular time. So that's why I equated it too with Skip Bayless, the timing of talking about, some foolishness when there's a man's life hanging in the balance. But that's my thoughts.
This is another question that needs to be asked, and I mean, Daz, you can help us out on this one because the conversation is Jordan or LeBron. Okay, who is the GOAT of the NBA?
We already know that. I can't believe you even brought that up.
Well, no, because
exactly. I mean, what did he think you were gonna say?
I look at it like this.
Now let Daz get in because I think Daz got more sense than you.
I come from a street perspective.
Come on with it, Daz.
But I like Jordan and I like LeBron. But the fact is, Jordan did a lot of more acrobatical.
Come on, man. He put on the show.
Right.
He put on the show.
Only thing LeBron did was back up and do a couple of shoots.
Right.
Do it for him. But Jordan doing ha from half court. Now LeBron jump from half court and dunk. Let me see that. I ain't seen that. Am I lying? Has LeBron did the half court?
Hell no.
He ain't did what Kobe did neither.
Come on.
You know what? I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah, they always try to compare LeBron to Jordan. The argument is Kobe and Jordan. I don't think LeBron was a better player than Kobe Bryant.
Nah.
Well, see, Kobe.
Y'all just leave Kobe out like he just by the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just elevate. Promote it LeBron over Kobe Bryant.
Kobe was a carbon copy of Jordan.
That's harder to do.
But Jordan was the original copy. So
that
it's like,
don't mean jack squat shit.
Okay. I'm glad you said that because it's about to go down.
LeBron wanted to be Jordan the same way. He just couldn't.
LeBron didn't want to be Jordan. He wanted to be Magic.
Yes, he did. That's all he used to talk. He used to compare himself to Jordan when he first
Kobe
came in.
the game before LeBron?
Yes.
I think LeBron wanted to be Kobe too at the same time.
Absolutely. Well, they're the same. Yeah. But my point I'm making is that there's players that we have just skipped over that we disrespect by saying who is the greatest, Jordan or LeBron. No, who's the greatest, Kobe or Jordan? If there's an argument.
But see, my argument about LeBron is the consistency in the years. See,
I get it.
Jordan to go and play baseball on your ass and cool out.
Kareem played 20 seasons.
And Kareem is up there in that conversation too.
But nobody ever says who's the greatest. Was it Kareem? Was it? We always just elevate. Nobody likes LeBron James more than me because of his silver work. You understand that? So when it comes to that right there, that's a guy that I will follow in an alley with a picket sign. Is LeBron James. You understand that?
Yeah. But in real life, you'll probably follow with a gun, but continue.
See, that's what I'm saying right there. It's that kind of stuff right there. That's what I'm talking about. We said right here, and said we're going to let you stay in here with gangsters, with OGs, it was only one stipulation.
Hey, Wick. I'm just acting bad. I'm acting bad, man.
Hey,
exactly.
Hey, people been wearing Jordans for what, 40 years?
Absolutely, exactly.
See, my thing is
when they getting paid off for 40 years.
Come on.
But if you're gonna say, "Hey, Jordan, can you take that? Man, get the fuck up out my face." Look at this little nigga up out of here.
Come on.
Now LeBron gonna be like, "Yeah, come on over here." And
that's
Kobe
true.
like, but You know, what's up, Michael Jordan? Hey, he gonna be like, hey.
Kobe changed though. You know what? You know what? Something that's very important too.
What?
That with Michael Jordan had talked to Charles Barkley in 10 years over because Charles Barkley criticized him one time on the NBA little show that they have. Right?
See that?
Michael Jordan holds grudges. Kobe, not only did he get his moves and stuff from Jordan on the court, but he took on his same attitude off the court until after that case that he had in Colorado. After that, after he saw how everybody changed on you except for us.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It brought back the humility in him. Before he passed, he wasn't in the realm of Jordan anymore. He was more of a LeBron type thing. Had a lot of that stuff with the Black Lives Matter and the George Floyd. Had Kobe would have spoke out on that stuff. The old Kobe wouldn't have.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, the death of Kobe Bryant is, and I say this all the time to you, B-High, it's not about what right now. It's not about what Gangsta Boo was now. What would she have become? What would have Kobe have become?
Yeah.
The artists that we're losing, these young artists, yeah, they out there, they wilding right now, but what would they have become had they could have got to 60 years old? Saw their kids doing the same thing. If you judge me at 19 years old and 20 years old, B-High, neither one of y'all want to like me.
Hey, I don't like you now.
They would have said the same thing.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm turning 50 this year.
Right.
Just, hey, I love the Lord. Hey, I'm here.
Right,
Hello.
right, and you afforded that by your praying ancestors, a praying mother, you know.
Okay, now how about this then? Answer me this, Daz, but you being in the thick of it all of the time, how did you stay alive?
Being to myself, I'm a Gemini. I don't like to hang with motherfuckers.
You know, that's
You
right.
know what I mean? I'm a Gemini. You know, I move around by myself. Like I be telling all my family and people, you don't know where I'm at if I don't tell you. You never know where I'm at if I don't tell you.
Right,
So,
right.
I'm telling you, leave me alone.
Come on.
I just do my thing, you know what I'm saying? But I help a lot of people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When you can help yourself, and you got to show me you want to help yourself first. I'm not just going to give it to you. You're going to keep coming back every month.
Absolutely.
$20 you trying to get out of my damn game.
But then also moving around though, Daz, because you had to show up to studio sessions into areas, into places, and be present at the same time too, man.
You know, being cautious, being prepared. You know what I'm saying? Streets, you know. You go into a place, your street sense kick in. Oh, this don't look right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
That whole, you know, all that. So you know, you got to have the knowledge of self.
But you were able to gain that knowledge, and that's what I was saying about what reason why he's making my point for me. Reason why what these deaths are so. That's what impacts me the most. They're not death itself. You're not suffering anymore. It's not about that you actually, to me, have passed.
Yeah.
It's what could have what you could have taught me and my kids. I'm glad that this man is 50 years old now because I can tell my son, you know what, you think you hard?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about a guy named Daz that's right here right now. Look at this, what he's saying right now. Everything that you're doing right now, he did it.
Yeah.
If you think your dad lame, I'm gonna show you this guy right here. you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes your story can reach my kids. Yeah. You know,
a little kid can reach me and change my thought. Perspective.
Absolutely. And so by, like I said, by you being, you getting to the age that you are now, you're so much wiser. That's the only thing I be saying about these young kids. I don't want to see them dead. I don't care what they were out there doing, cussing motherfuckers on records. When one dies, it kills a little part of all of us because what he or she could have been. Yeah. Hearing.
That goes back to what I was talking about earlier, because for me, when I'm looking at the whole game right now, okay, we getting it from every direction, okay? Boo is an OG, she passing. Scar just got into the game, he passing. Dolph was a vet, he passing. Takeoff was a vet, he passing. We getting it in between from the top to the bottom at the same time. And it's like, just logically thinking and speaking, how can the game continue if ain't nobody gonna be here to play it? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what they say. What kind of legend concert the younger was gonna have?
Come on. Ain't nobody even here to play the sport no more. So, I mean, how can the sport continue if you got a whole bunch of veterans and OGs? They're like, hey, man, we played it. We tried to pass it down, but these folks ain't even barely playing it.
They're disrespecting the OGs.
Come on.
We ain't disrespecting them.
Come on.
More. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just trying to tell them, the right way, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you don't want to listen, that's on you.
Yeah.
You You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch from afar and at least just give you a little ha.
But do you feel that's another thing too, Daz? Do you feel entitled when you see some of these young guys finna crash out? Do sometimes you want to say, man, I want to stick my nose in there and tell them this right here, but you know what? I'm gonna sit back.
You might got a Uzi on this thing. That nigga loud. So it'd be crash dummies. We call them crash dummies. You're just going a million miles an hour. And now today, like one of my Mexican homies told me, you upper level echelon, he like, the government gonna convict us for being drug dealers and all that from Mexico and all that, we gonna get paid to kill you motherfuckers. I'm like, what you mean? When he said, yeah, we gonna get paid to kill y'all. You know what I mean? Now I figure out what it was. Fentanyl.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna sell it over here. They gonna get their money. Drugs gonna get their money, and everybody gonna die. And they gonna, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. So it's like, stay off drugs, y'all.
How do you feel about the fentanyl taking so many folks out too? Because I mean, it's not just the superstars; it's the regular folks on the street.
Don't mess with that powder, them pills that ain't from the pharmacy, or you know what I'm saying.
They starting to put it on weed too, Dave.
Yeah, well, I grow mine.
Not yours.
You know what I'm saying? California, but it's like, if you getting that with crystals and all that exotic shit.
Right.
I done seen the damn weed
Right, you
looking like a
weed like this today. LeBron James, remember he hit the fountain. I said, does weed supposed to do that?
I seen a little thing looking like a powdered donut, and I was like, okay, now, who's smoking this?
That's what I say. I seen something at this expo, they had some powder. I'm like, I wouldn't smoke that. And then they had some weed look like, what's that? Freddie Flintstone cereal?
Yeah. The fruity.
Like, who gonna eat? They got dye on this. I'm not smoking this. You know what I'm saying? They just making up stuff now, niggas. Everybody buying everything now. They just trying to see who can outdo the outdoing.
Outdo it. But I want to ask you about something serious. And I was having a conversation with a friend of mine about this. Now you have a card. You just showed me a card, right? And most states, weed is starting to become legal. Yeah. What about all the lives that was lost in weed? That people don't got life sentences, lost families, don't that they don't put away, ruin their lives.
The states that's legal
over something that's legal now. Should the state come back and say, you know what, I caught you with 2 pounds of motherfucking regular weed and gave you 10 years and fucked your life up? Should the state, since now that it's legal, should they go back and have some type of
I heard that people that got busted for weed back in the days, they getting them out of jail now and then giving them license to sell marijuana legally.
Oh, okay.
That's what they're doing. They convict them, and now they see that it's getting legal in the state, so the state got to let you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then now they're going to give you a business license and say, go apply for this. And you was a great dope dealer. Give us some money for these taxes now.
Right.
That
Correct.
type of stuff.
Okay.
Like I tell the young people, as long as you pay your taxes, you can make all the money in the world.
Yeah.
Don't pay them, but write everything off.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? The bubble gum, the spit, everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I be telling people, they come, can I borrow this and borrow this? I say, well, the money that I got, I would have to give back to the, pay my taxes to the government, or if I got money from this loan or something or whatever I got, I have to pay that back.
Yeah.
Right. What I'm giving you is free. You ain't got to pay it back.
Right.
It's okay to tell somebody no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Answer me this, Daz. When they legalized marijuana in Cali, what did that do to the culture in Cali? Because I'm trying to see what we got to look forward to in Georgia.
Them niggas went crazy. Them niggas went crazy. You know what I'm saying? But just great example. New York.
Right.
You see what they doing in New York, right?
They trying to legalize.
They legalized weed out there. Everybody started selling weed.
Right.
They opening up shops. They selling it in the store.
Bodegas and everything.
On the street.
Yeah.
They doing this. Now they let them go and do that. Go on and laugh with the fellas for a couple of weeks. Now the police coming in taking everybody to jail, telling them you ain't got the right license yet, even though they ain't even got a license yet to give to people. You know what I'm saying? They just letting you smoke weed. I was out there blowing in the hood. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, I remember when we was going to jail for this, the hip hop police.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go.
Right. Wow.
Dealing with them hip hop polices and stuff like that, man. What was that like being a high profile artist on a high profile team dealing with these folks watching your ass?
As soon as you go off the plane, they on you. They know the ticket number, everything. It was just stay on your P's and Q's out here, you know what I'm saying? So, New York was on one, the gun laws, and, this is the 90s to the 96, 2000. It was vicious, you know what I'm saying?
When we gonna get a tour, man?
I'm waiting on the door right now. He's putting all the music back up.
Mm-hmm.
They got Alan Grumblack out of E1 because he was the one messing up everything. He was dirty.
Yeah.
The whole nine, stealing all our music, forging our names and doing all that type of stuff. Him and Suge, whatever they had, that type of deal they had where they was stealing everything. So they got him out of there. This is last year was his last year.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think they're gonna give it to Snoop. You know what I'm saying, and have him run it. But right now Snoop waiting to put the music back on because before we wasn't even getting paid for it because they was stealing so much. Even Snoop wasn't getting no money. So he trying to go back in there, redo everything so he get paid off the Doggy Style now.
And that's most artists from the 90s. When y'all get all that together, and this is off the record, I need to talk to you about that type of stuff because I told you this, Beehive.
Yeah.
Record labels was the worst thing for young black rappers in the 80s and the 90s. They didn't just get one of them; they bent the whole industry over. And even the ones that did come out with a little change, they still didn't come out with what they deserved. You understand what I'm saying?
But now you can though.
Now you can.
They got that law, the copyright reversion law. After 35 years. Any musical composition, 35 years after that, but some rappers don't get to see 35 years.
Right.
So that music reverts. That's why our music is reverting back to us now, where I'm going to own 100% of everything from the Chronic.
So it's 35 years
from the date of the release.
Of the release.
Yeah.
That music, it goes back to who? The producer and the writer?
You ever heard of Howard Johnson? She's fine.
Yes.
That's my own boy.
Okay.
He got all his music back. It reverted back to him. He's telling me how to do it, showing me the paperwork. I'm going to school with these old school cats. You know what I'm saying? The village people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Remember when I think the president, Trump used his music to village people?
Yeah.
He sent them a letter. Don't use my music.
Well, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Dixie Chicks, they had to put Dixie Chicks up there instead.
Damn. Okay, Daz, as a producer, out of all of the artists you done produced for, who were the ones that made you say, damn, this guy fire as hell?
Shit, I forgot. Let me see.
Y'all should have put an album out on RBX. That was RBX was one of my favorites.
That's my first cousin.
For real?
B, Snoop, and RBX.
Man, I drop bombs like Hiroshima.
Yeah,
we now walk around straight.
He used to come out and get us to up them big ass words. He went to college, laying in the field, baffled and perplexed.
Yes, that's my guy right there, man.
Now, get to me, Dad. Who was you in there with? And you said, this guy is snapping.
First, 2pac, because he the one taught us how to, he go in there and write a song quick. Bam, bam, bam. He be in there laughing and smoking weed and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? From him to Method Man and just everybody. I think my catalog is great.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Exactly.
From hanging with Biggie Small in the corner, going to the studio, doing songs with him that never been released on ADAT. Had to find the tapes and, all that other type of stuff. And, just the whole rap game, you know what I'm saying? I got a big catalog, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, with the unreleased music, though, Daz, how do we handle that? Because, see, we ain't got time for you to go somewhere that we don't know where this damn music is at.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? What do we do about that? How long do you hold on to
sit
it?
in my computer. If I had it and it's in my computer, I'm putting it out. It ain't making me no money in my computer.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go and put it out.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I just, they be trying to come in there and steal it. Like, when I had all the 2pac masters and stuff, his mom came in there and sued me for $100 million. Ooh. So I gave, here you have all of it.
I didn't know you had $100 million. That's the shit.
All of it. So, I made a deal with her for them 7 songs, you know what I'm saying, where I used some of that music for 50 Cent, The Realest Killer. Without me, wouldn't have been no song like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I gave them the lyrics, and they came over in a bulletproof van. Look at it, you got the lyrics? They was scared. You know what I mean? So,
why the hell was 50 of them coming through with so much pressure?
hey, it was death row back then. You know, Suge Knight, everybody, it was Wicked West, you know what I'm saying? It was going down, you know what I'm saying? And Dr. Dre, Suge Knight, Dog Pound, everybody was feuding. It was like a feud, you know what I'm saying? But just happy to be here, you know what I'm saying? And we still ticking around here.
When y'all was in the middle of that beef right there, I wasn't kicking it in, with either camp, but I knew certain people behind the scenes, and they were saying that, people were telling me that it really wasn't big against Pac, that it was something bigger, and that's how it was drummed up, that it was East Coast, West Coast. Yeah. Did y'all know that there was a game being played on all of y'all at one time, or do you really feel like that? That they would Bad Boy were responsible for a lot of shit that was going on with y'all.
I mean, we used to see all of them. I used to see all of them from when 2pac got killed. I was in the studio like the next day with Biggie, Lil C's. I was serving them some weed. You know what I'm saying? I was serving them weed and all that. And a lot of East Coast rappers that we hung with, it really wasn't no East Coast, West Coast. Because we was hanging with them.
Right, but they were drumming it up like it was.
Yeah, it was the niggas in the street we was really fighting back at home, that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And just the media and some of probably the executives pushed that line to focus, clog your memory and all that. You think so while you over here thinking this, they stealing the publishing.
Right.
Doing this and this. Like now, we got to go back to 2pac Estate, nigga, and fight for all our shit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's that time. Everything's finna be up. That's why they sold it to Snoop. Time is up, baby.
Right. I watched that 2pac movie, man, and one thing I was disappointed. I don't know that you had anything to do with it, but I just wanted to say this on record because you're here, and a lot of people that from your side are listening. I was very disappointed that y'all didn't have Eric MC Breed, his influence with 2pac in that movie in any kind of way. I talked to Tasha last night, as a matter of fact. She loves you to death too. Told me to tell you, hey. And me sitting in the movie theater and watching that whole movie, because Pac used to be on Eric's couch. You know what I'm saying? Eric Breed, I met D.O.C. there. Yeah. Yeah, I met Snoop there. I met Bushwick Bill, R.I.P. him. Yeah, and that with Breed on the
van in Hollywood, because the street Franklin go right here and boom, Breed outside, boom. We was in the future of your front,
Yeah.
We had a time with Breed, you know what I'm saying? We was all family, we all hung out and did everything, you know what I'm saying? And the D.O.C. and all corrupting, they brought me to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, when I first came here in like 96, 97. Man, seeing how cheap the houses was. Like, you just big ass house.
Right.
I'm out of here. And I've been here ever since, you know what I'm saying? And back and forth, you know what I'm saying? So, Atlanta my second home, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, I ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
I own half Atlanta.
Answer me this though, Daz. Is your creative process the same in Memphis, Atlanta, and LA? Or does it switch up with the weather?
Nope. It keeps it the same, you know what I'm saying? I'm programmed already. When it's time to go to work, it's time to go to work. You know what I'm saying? I be telling Corruption, when we hit the stage like a rock, we go ahead and knock them dead and leave. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be hanging around. That's like me selling drugs, hanging around all these dope dealers and I made all this money all the time.
Right.
We out of here, it's business. If you treat it like a business, you know what I'm saying? So anybody that got faulty business, you what? You ain't finna hang with them.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Handle your business. When you're in the studio, remember, studio time is money.
Yeah.
Money and time, studio time. You didn't pay for this studio time. You didn't pay for this equipment, these hard drives. Back in the days, it was $250 for a reel.
I remember. But Patchwork still got money today. Nigga, Kurt today,
$250 a reel.
But we were leaving Patchwork with $5,000. This wasn't the label paying. $5,000 bill. You look and be like, damn, I've been here for 2 days.
Studio for a day. Day rate.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was $1,200, $1,500, $2,000 a day, plus the engineer, plus all the DAT tapes, everything that you use.
My God.
They were billing the label back, and the label put their little 25% on top
of it. Are you doing any movies or anything, Daz, that independent type stuff that artists like me can get in? I got a disc record about Beehive.
Oh yeah, I'm working on a movie right now with me and
He really does got a disc record. You actually have a nigga, you make a disc record down.
I'm waiting.
And it's whack as hell. That's why I told him, don't you? I said, Wick, You dropped this back
EJ liked the record. EJ liked this record I did on Beehive. Did you like it?
I mean, EJ looked like somebody. He was smelling some funky shit when he just shake his head.
But no, but I mean, do y'all, you have any independent,
I got
movies and stuff?
I shot a movie back in like 2004 that I still got called Make It Rain.
Okay.
Out of the BMF and everything was going on out here in Atlanta. We was at Onyx. We was over on the west side. We was shooting everything. I got everybody there from Candy. Everybody. I got all of Atlanta in there. That's 2000. So then I got another. I just shoot multiple films. I got 21st Logo. I got the Speeds Out. And these all are just taking the money that I make and just shoot movies. But I ain't put them out yet. So I'm waiting. When I put them out, because a distributor not going to pay you just for one movie.
Right.
You have multiple, so you can
Absolutely.
have something going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like I'm working on another one right now with me and Gip. We're gonna shoot out here in College
Double
Park. You know
Gip.
what I'm saying? On this piece of property that I got. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Location called Ain't No Fun.
Okay.
That's right.
Like a house party.
Okay, well, I
You know
definitely got
what I'm
to get
Most
with that
definitely.
right there. I want to ask you about Gip.
Yeah.
Y'all did a album together,
Yeah,
collaboration.
yeah.
Why Gip and what's y'all relationship? Because I mean, Daz did a collaboration with anybody.
Yeah.
What was special about Gip?
Gip, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Since I've been coming to Atlanta, him, T-Mo,
The
Cool
Goody.
Joe, the Goody Mob, all them, you know what I'm saying? From Ray, everybody, we all been family, and then, they not gangbangers.
Right.
They got straight feelings of what's going on, no bias, nothing, you know what I'm saying? And they always there for me, you know what I'm saying? And, Gip Pops died, and we went to the funeral, and then, I say, okay, I had some puppies and stuff, so I gave Gip a Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Him and that Rottweiler, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shadow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just good Southern hospitality, you know what I'm saying? Because my mom from Mississippi, my dad from New Orleans. And
Yeah.
we out here in Atlanta and say, this is all we got, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep this bond how we been going, you know what I'm saying? We've been keeping this going for the last, 30 years.
What makes Daz, say, you know what, I'm not gonna mess with this guy right here or this female here, but I will mess with this. Is it a certain feeling you get? Is it kindle spirit?
Like
it's a
me,
work ethic? Is you
I
like
go
the
with
music?
Underdogs,
Gotcha.
Like me and Capone, we got an album together that we put out last year. I always like the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? I let Snoop do it. The big dogs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going out here to dudes who gonna walk to the store with me. And
Right.
You know what I mean? That type of stuff. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
with you.
What Snoop mess with the underdogs too?
Everywhere we go, we are. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? They the most realest to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Wow. Well, I just want to say, before I finish that I grew up on your music.
Yeah.
There was a part in the song that said Snoop came in and said, I uncocked my shit.
It's my little cousin Daz and he's fucking my hoe.
And I uncocked my shit. I want to say that, had I walked in back then and it was Beehive, I wouldn't have uncocked my shit.
He's the worst, Daz. He's the worst.
Yeah.
But nah, I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan down to the T. Y'all music raised me. Even though I was shocked that I was a little older than you.
Yeah.
I'm 50. I just turned 50 in September.
Most definitely.
You 49, right?
Yes, sir.
And I was shocked about that because back then you was a lot more advanced as far as your game went.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that I'm listening to a nigga that's,
I hang with my uncles and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I hang with a bunch of military guys.
Yeah.
Like all my friends out here in Atlanta is all 100% vets. You know, so they getting that money. They telling me what to do.
30, what they get them 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then my best friend, his name is Jeff Robinson. You know what I'm saying? He colonel in the military.
Okay.
So he got a lot of knowledge. He from Blakely, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So he got a lot of insight. And that's how I got into property and buying trailer homes for $400 and getting that $1,800 a month by fixing them up, and you know what I'm saying, and going here and bought 11.5 acres. When you go off Thornton Way, Thornton Way, you make a level all them car dealerships.
I know what you're talking about.
I got a piece of property right in the middle of all that shit.
My
For
God.
22 G's, it's worth $700,000. They couldn't even pay their taxes on it. Get that. You know what I'm saying? Wait a whole year, they couldn't even pay. Man, now we got the property. I'm thinking about, hey, what I need to build an arena over there?
Yeah.
Right.
Something like this where we go all do shows and
Come on.
have everything over there, or I can do and take a
That'd be
big
hard.
parking trucking thing and
Yeah.
The trucks don't stop. That's how everybody making their money. I'm taking a parking lot.
Yeah.
They make some money. You know, it's all about what you want to do. Sell the trees. I went and bought bobcats, excavators, dump trucks. I got all that.
All that shit. So I gotta get.
I'm with
Instead
you.
of me paying this guy the rent on this stuff,
You do it yourself.
buy my own stuff. I'm gonna do it when I want to.
You were just talking earlier about just being able to come down to the South and get that love, man. I mean, explain to me what it was like having to deal with the politics and the size of everything in the middle of your career as well, too, because it's like, okay, if you sitting over there in the studio with Big and jamming and that somebody catch a picture and they go out on Vibe magazine and they're like, damn, we in the middle of a damn war and you over here jamming with Biggie. How the hell was you navigating that shit?
I mean, God was navigating it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, because I always had the heart. We was friends before all that. You know what I'm saying? Pac was this and we was this. You know what I'm saying? So, Lil Eazy and them always been our friend. They ain't never did nothing to us, but then we found out what the real is because Pac really told us everything in the limo when we had to think about the dude with how they bought watches and everybody had, you know, watches and just told us the whole story. So it's like they died, Pac died, and then I got a call from Biggie like, give me some weed. At first, you know, I'm thinking like, set up.
Oh,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But it really wasn't. It was all genuine love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they was doing that song, Pimps and Hoes and Hoes. That's the song they was doing when I walked in the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it was just my business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
What advice do you have for artists coming up trying to navigate these sides and stuff like that, man? How do they stay alive? How do they thrive and get a chance to work with a whole bunch of different artists and stuff at the same time? And how do they navigate, you know, the politics?
Stay into your own zone. Stay into your own business. Don't be in everybody's business. And just be a master at your craft. You know what I'm saying? If this is what you want to do, like I tell a person, drive a car. Look to the left and look to the right. What's going to happen? You're going to crash.
That's right.
No.
And my mind there is,
Right.
I'm going about my business, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Keep your eyes on the prize. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And always have good karma, good faith. You know what I'm saying? Just don't go out there and be no evil motherfucker and all that other type of shit. Being mean for no reason, bitches and hoes and shit. We learned all that shit back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
It don't get you nowhere.
Right.
Once you go to sleep and you wake up, the problem is still there.
Absolutely.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's about how you want to take control of your life. You know what I'm saying? What did you want your legacy in your life to be? You know what I'm saying? I was a fucked up person and, you know, all that other type of shit. But keep your mind on your business and your business. Keep your mind on your money and your money on your mind.
It was. He said something about me on a song, one of those songs.
What was it? Because you know what?
What?
You know, they music is so vulgar that if I quote them, it's gonna offend your ass. If I say the quote that I think they were talking about your
He didn't put
ass.
it out. It was something about we were gonna jump you.
Oh,
But he never put the verse out.
He crazy. See, Dad just get tired of your shit. This is what I deal with every day.
Wicked.
Is that,
I always look for your stuff when I'm there like, what? You got shit.
Hey, Daz, man, thank you so much for coming through as
Anytime, man. You know
always,
it's
man.
family all
Thank
the
you,
time,
man.
Always,
For
man.
real.
I'm meeting you all the time.
Man.
I got your tapes and all that in my house. I got Shadi's tape. I got Ghetto Mafia tape.
Come on.
You came to my video shit. Let me tell you. Before I get off, I'm sitting there right. We shooting a video, just like a little independent song we had. It was called "Where You Been." And so I'm out there performing. We coming up through like the side of the house. And I come up to the side of the house. I look on. I see Daz. But I'm gonna fail. Like that motherfucker. I said, "Oh shit, Daz, I came to a video shoot." Oh well, yeah, that motherfucker, man. I called everybody. You ain't gonna believe who's sitting right here. He was sitting on a little step so that him and Honey Bun and them, they was just chilling. I said, "You ain't gonna believe who goddamn out with video shit right here." Oh, I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you. He goddamn Daz. He goddamn Daz. But yeah, that meant a lot to me though, man. When you came to that video show, I know you probably don't even
I used
remember.
to go hang out with Pimp C and C-Note and them.
Yeah.
Texas, you know.
What make you do that, Daz? A lot of people, they scared to leave out of they hood or they state.
I always thought I couldn't get nowhere in California. I had to go out of town. You know what I'm saying? I treated rap like I was selling dope.
Yeah.
I need to go out of town, especially when I came out here to Atlanta. Too short. Went to his house, and I'm like, this nigga got a 2-lot house.
Yeah.
How big short house is he? Say he paid $400,000 for this thing.
Yeah, the one out there in Gilbert Forest.
Cascade.
Yeah.
I said, oh man, and then we did I Love with me, him, Scarface, and Trick Daddy.
My God.
I produced that one right in his basement. Bam. And I say, and I ain't looked back after that. I'm like, man,
Short hustled me out some money on that pool table down there one time, man.
He had a whole house down there. I'm like, nigga, the whole basement, niggas. And I'm like, nigga, you don't even need to go
Studio
upstairs.
down there, pool table. I told you when he brought the stick out here, he had the bitch on the stick. The stick called me a bitch. Sure did us like Uncle Phil did on the
a whole pool shark out here.
I learned from Short. I learned from everybody. I was out there with E40 in there.
No.
Learning the independent game when I left Death Row. And,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Learning for Union, JT the bigger figure.
Dope.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just soaked up so much game because I was selling like 2pac verses and Nas verses. Everything I had online was like 200-300. Damn, I was riding around the bay with like, you know, them Benz that had the little thing in the front. Cashing out.
Break that down to me though, Daz. What was it about the Bay? You got Too Short, E40, JT the bigger figure, some of the greatest business minds to ever come through hip hop.
Yeah.
What was it in that water in the Bay that made them boys hustle so hard, man?
Money and distribution was down there. California, Southern California didn't even have no distribution. You had like City Hall, you had other distribution down there, and they knew how to get that money. We was thinking about deals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was thinking unit for unit. So I went down there and we sold units, and bam, it was making cash money just for, all right, we're going to sell you this album for 40,000 units.
Yeah.
They break you off for that. I'm like, oh man, this is the lick out here, you know what I'm saying? So I just learned independence, and then from then on, fuck a record deal.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean?
How did that change your mindset thinking about dealing with the labels going forward? Was you like fucking all together?
I don't want no more points.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They gonna kill you with the pen
I
on
don't
that.
want no points. I need percentage this shit. You know what I'm saying? What we getting right now, $10 a unit. I pressed up the Raw album I did, and I had 10,000 units in a 500 SEL Benz. I couldn't even move.
Moving that product.
Hey, and I had to just, making it happen. And I learned how you do your business. And then I started learning about pricing and positioning.
Yeah.
Going to Sam Warehouse and Tower Records and all that, and putting my record on consignment.
Yeah.
That's when you had to go state to state, you know what I'm saying? The real, no social media, no nothing.
What do you think about just the evolution of production and the music game? Because I was just thinking in my mind earlier, okay, in the 70s, they like, hey man, we had a whole live band in this thing.
That's what from drum to
Come
drum
on,
machine to
drum
a TV
machine.
screen.
Come on. You see what I'm saying?
Drum machine to a TV screen.
My God.
You know what I mean?
Come on.
Patting on the drum machine.
Right.
Looking at the TV.
Right.
What did you even start messing with the Fruity Loops, or how did you feel about that when that came into the game
I just
with the
got
Logic
Fruity
and
Loops.
stuff? Okay.
I just went and purchased it. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna check it out. So you just hit a button. They making music with it. Like, oh yeah, I'm getting that. So I got Logic. I got Reasons. I got all that. I still got my old drum machines, the MP60.
So what do you get
3000.
busy on nowadays when you and Lil Eazy getting together? What you jamming on?
Reasons, Logic, drum machine, anything that.
I was the first one messing with that reason.
For real?
Yeah, everybody laughed at me and everything.
You got big sounds on there, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They fill out, you know what I'm saying? And then I mess with Cool Dollar too.
Okay now.
And Decatur, you
Yeah.
know, Cool. So, you know,
Yeah.
he teach me a lot of that. You know, you got that bounce.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Cool
sound.
Dog.
Make your shit sound
What up,
right.
Cool?
He
Yes,
mixed
sir.
that Easy song for me.
Talk about which one?
That new one I got, 8-Ball Sipping.
8-Ball Sipping.
Yeah, Cool
My
Dollar mixed
God. Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so now, do you got anything else you want to ask?
I don't.
Dad?
I've learned a lot today. Like I told you, I'm just glad to be here, man. Hollering at you. I told you that I said, man, I miss Daz. That I got to get in there and holler at Daz.
I come up here.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm look, Brad. Trust me, I told him. I said, man, Dad came to my video shoot, man. I lost it. I tell everybody that to this day. There's a highlight of my thing right there in the video, even though we never dropped
I had
it.
all y'all tapes. That's when tape was going. I was going to Sam Goody stealing everything.
Well, like I said, I want this to be the end of it. I already follow you. I be saying stuff on your comments.
Make something happen. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I want to hear right there, man.
Making money and taking it to go over here and do this day. You got some construction. You want to do some construction?
Come on now.
And then too, Jazz. And this is the last thing I'll say. I really need you as a friend, just in case I have to hit him one day.
You know what?
Just give him some sense. Give him some sense. He'll frown up.
Come on now.
What is this? And then after you give him some sense, they know not to. Right. I ain't fuck with him no more. He got sense. You know what I mean?
Give him a Pall cigarette.
I want none of your Marlboros, okay? You go with that.
Hey, in California, they stopped menthols.
They did?
No menthol, Newports, nothing. They got the
it's all weed
menthol
now?
pack now, but it ain't got menthol in it. You go to jail for smoking menthol in California.
What?
It's against the law. I fucked everybody up out there.
I didn't know that.
Niggas come in, man, give me a couple of packs out there. They stopped menthol cigarette out there. Now my
niggas come out there with a packet of Newport. EJ, you ready?
They give you a $10,000 fine though.
But how they gonna catch me with some cigarettes?
It's like drugs now. They got everybody at the liquor store. They got the police watching.
For real?
Yeah.
So if I get in town, I put the word out, hey.
We go to the Army base out here and get the cigarettes. Everybody flying out here. Ain't they have to come flying in and give me a pack? Corrupt, he come through and get about 50 cartons, and I'm like, overdoing. That's my dog right there.
Shout out to Corrupt.
I mean, what y'all got going on, man? Anything we need to be looking out for?
We got a new album, The Dog Food, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
gonna be on Death Row Records.
That's right.
Saying? So we just making sure everybody get there, waiting on Snoop and Dr. Dre to drop their album. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, have you been able to peek around and see what Snoop?
Peek around the corner, they got everything locked down. The only thing I can do is just hear and imagine and say, okay, the Compton and Long Beach over there, well, I'm finna go get Eazy-E's son right here,
Right.
It's a competition, you know what I'm saying? So when I think about everybody, it makes me go harder with my music. You know
absolutely.
So shout out to Tamika Wright, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Letting us use all the Eazy-E samples we want to, you know what I'm saying? It's a little easy thing, and I'm just proud to be a part of the Eazy legacy now after all these years, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? And keep the legacy going. And we got a new album coming out in March, you know what I'm saying?
What are the conversations with Lil Eazy, though, man, when you speak to him about his father and stuff like that and the impact that he made on the game?
Man, just mashing and molding, you know what I'm saying? He know everything about it, and I just ask him, he asked me questions, you know what I'm saying? But we just good friends and work ethics, and we go out there, like how me and Corrupt go out there and do that.
Yeah.
He about his business.
I
Go
can
in
dig
here, it's
that.
like, Robert, go in here and get it. Go in here and get it.
And that's what it is. Be High Radio Shouty, OG Gangsta Wicked, Dance Dillinger. Holla at y'all in a minute, babe.
2023, baby.